goes to Canada. This is Old Man More Days, and we're back with our favorite Vikings here in Blood and Ice. So, Snorri, may he rest in peace, passed on last game, and has left the Empire to, I believe this is his grandson. Yes, Tolier. Tolier is just, humble, patient, but he's a bit cynical. He's also considered a fortune builder, which is why he's got this amazing stewardship score. His other scores, not so much. We had to take a rulership focus to just get him up to a 5 diplomacy. So we're going to continue on. Now let's see. We are currently still adapting to the council's discontent that happens during the changeover of power. We don't have any major problems going on in the kingdom right now, the Empire. We are at war. But that is, we've been drugged into a war that is not going well for our old allies. Old, I mean maybe 10, 20 years. There's just a full-out revolt against the Viking rulers to the south, and there's not much we could do to help at this point. They've got a lot of troops. A lot of them. Let's just take a look. Yeah, he's getting... he can currently... in total, he can raise about 20,000 troops just from supporting vassals, which means no one's really particularly happy with the situation to the south. So we're going to try to keep out of it. There's nothing we can do really about the fact that we're in the war right now. People creating duchies, I guess. That's, that wasn't really important to me. People forming alliances. Okay, so... And someone did ask me, wow, Snorri lived for a long, long time. He did, and he didn't. I mean, Snorri lived to 63, which is a pretty good age. I usually consider 60 a really decent age. 75, I'm starting to think, geez, we just die. The reason it seems Snorri lasted so long is because we are playing at a slower game speed. And that was at the suggestion of some of my patrons over on my Patreon account. They just want to be able to see the game and see what I'm doing a little bit more. So if you guys wanted to go slower, drop me a line. If you want to speed it up a bit, that's fine too. I think the current speed, it's working out pretty good. So we've got some wealth. We are, I will remind you guys, we are currently building up the various holdings we have here. See, this is the new castle we built, the barony, and that we keep hold of that personally. So we're gonna build a keep there. Your wife, Dagus, asked you to consider her for the position of steward on the council. Whew. This cruel, infirm glutton guy. She'd be a great steward. She'd be fantastic. But I can't. It would upset people's heart too much. I'm sorry, dear. Have a gift. I don't want my wife plotting against me. Alright. So, war broils on down there to the south. Well fed. I guess I'm making healthy life choices. Good for you, Tolier. Alright, yeah, there's a lot of people are dying, and positions are being changed around. We got 3 threats that just cropped up. There we go. Okay, let's take a look here. Alright, so he's angry because reasons. So we're gonna, first off, see who will just flat out accept non-aggression pacts. This guy will. Alright, that's good. So we're gonna offer him a bribe. Let's see. That reduces his threat. Oh, he's accepting. Okay, yeah, good, good, good. So that should take care of him. Then we just have this guy left to go. Let's see. I don't think I have any children, but I do have a half-brother. There we go. That'll forge us a relationship too. Hey, there's a son. I'm gonna name him after his grandfather. Bast. Viking I never got to play. Alright. Alright, so we should... These packs should take care of the factions cropping up. Yeah, this guy. There we go. Got rid of all those nasty factions cropping up. Wait. Ah, the bloodbath to the south. A lot of stuff going on down there. A lot of power groups forming. Who's this? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Holstein. Viking ruled. Who are you at war with? Also. You know, we're just gonna let them fight it out. 2 Vikings, they should be left to settle their own thing, and we'll offer whoever wins a chance to vassalize under us. So this is my cousin. She's actually got some great stats. We're gonna have her focus on diplomatic education. Alright. So, like I said, we're gonna keep out of this war down to the south. I would love to see the Austria be able to stay a wonderful Germanic country, but I just don't see that happening. There's too many of their vassals are too angry about it. We're still about another 17 months. No. Actually, we're about a year away from getting rid of our discontent council, which is good. My half-brother, the bastard, is ready to pursue a higher education. We're going to have him focus on stewardship. Alright. So, still no threats, that's good. Alright. So, all said and done, things seem to be going okay. Tried to have him assassinated. Who's he trying to kill? Eagle. I'll keep this information to myself. I don't care that he's trying to kill some nobody. I got bigger fish to fry. Big announcements going on there. To the in the independent region. I'm sorry, in the Indian regions. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna take off independent ruler messages. I'm just getting too many of them. So yeah, there we go. That should limit the that should limit the number of pop-ups I get. But here we go. A new land has been sighted across the sea to the west of Iceland. While sailing to Reykjavik from Norway, Gunjorn Olsen and his crew were blown off course and came upon several skerries lying off the coast of a much larger island, possibly a new continent. While he did not go ashore, the land seemed to be unclaimed and unsettled. Sailors in Iceland have vowed to investigate this further discovery. I wonder what lies beyond. So that's the start of an interesting event that is going to really change things up. So that'll be fun to watch, and we'll just keep an eye on it. All right, so that's a cousin. That's good. Welcome to the fam. All right, war's still going on down here. Minus 73%. Let's take a look here. Always good to kind of just take a look how they're doing. We got 13,000 troops. This guy's got only 1,500. And is he running a deficit? He sure is. That's unfortunate. Nothing I can do to help you, buddy. Some raiders have come up on our shore. Let's take a look. How's Holstein going? Are they still at war? Yeah. Almost done. I'm going to... We're going to get involved. So we're gonna send troops down to help. Basically, I'm just trying to make nice with this guy because I plan on offering him vassalization. Now that might not be the best move in the world, because that's going to make a big chunk of land in my empire down here. That's going to irritate the Christian neighbors for sure. But what could we do? Oof. My uncle hates my guts. I gotta check. Just gotta double check my vassals' opinions. We got one guy who really hates me. Let's take a look at your stats. You're actually not that bad. 15 diplomacy, 12, 13 martial, and 11 stewardship. We're gonna see if we have place for you. Powerful vassal, powerful vassal. No. Oh my god. I wish you weren't so terrible. Alright, we're gonna piss off somebody, and yeah, this guy really didn't like that. Gave him minus, and yeah, lots of bad things going on there. Oh, we're gonna toss out toss out a couple of titles there, some gifts. This is my sister marrying my vassal. That's good. So the guy who I just recently joined, he's pretty much all about weapons war. I don't even think I need to send my troops down. Huh. Kind of watching what's going on here. And that's shortly rabble indicates that my council is finally content. Which is good. Let's take a look. Oh, I miss the days where all of these were loyalist. Maybe we'll build up that kind of reputation with our vassals again. Whew. Is it revolt? No, what? I might draw him. But it looks like we're involved anyway. I'm gonna immediately send my troops down to take care of this last little bit. What? Defeat? Defeat? Oh. Hey. Not sure how we got defeated. There. We contributed. Alright. Alright. He's still got a peasant revolt. There you go, that's over. But you will not accept vassalization. Asshole. After all I've done for you. Alright, that's one of my courtiers. She's becoming a dutiful cleric. Yeah, one of my concubines is pregnant. Fantastic. That's excellent. I need more babies. Oh man, I thought for sure that you were gonna join. I could send him a gift. Now will you accept vassalization? No. Alright. Oh well, c'est la vie. No problem there. It was a long shot anyway. We got some money built up. We're gonna look at increasing some more of our holdings. Let's take a look. This place. Oh, that finally get the tech it needs to upgrade to a proper castle. That'd be awful nice. Let's take a look. Basically, I'm going around and trying to upgrade the ones that are providing me the least benefit. And I have to looking there. We got these 3 numbers here, and this is how much gold we make from it. This is its fort level. That's how defensible it is. This is how many troops we can get from it. So right now, I want to focus. In this is just producing garbage because it's just a tribe. It's just a collection of huts. But I want to increase this one here. This looks like a good one to work on, and that's the new one I just put up. So we are going to build a castle town here, and that's going to increase the money that we're going to see come into the kingdom. We already get a nice 14 gold a month, a little bit more. So that's pretty fantastic. Wow, this war is still going on down here. So let's take a look. So this guy actually has a bunch of problems. The guy who's revolting against my friend, he's got guys raiding him, revolts, all sorts of stuff. But it looks like, oh man, he makes a ton of money. He's still got a sizable amount of troops compared to this guy who has next to nothing for troops. You know what? I'm gonna send. Oh, I can't afford it. I was gonna send him a gift. I probably should have done that earlier, just to help him increase his war effort. Because, like I said, this goes for enemies too. If you're ever waging war on someone, take a look how much money they have. If they don't have much, that's a good time to strike. Particularly because when you go into the negatives, you get a penalty. Your armies also for a minus 25% morale bonus. Negative. And that's pretty fantastic. That could make or break a war in many cases. So let's take a look at this guy. He definitely raise quite a few troops. Doesn't have any alliances to speak of. He's got a lot of territory. You know what? I'm just gonna let it lie. He's just too powerful. Though I could declare a holy war. I'm considering doing that, seeing if I could squeeze out that power. Like declaring a holy war. That would give this guy might have the option of might just go, yeah, I'll join the war. That'll be great. Let's see. He doesn't have a lot of prestige. He gains quite a bit. So even once the war starts, he'll be able to start raising those tribal vassals pretty quick. I guess we're just gonna let it be. We're gonna wait and let the political situation to the south clear up a bit. See exactly what's going on. Man, what a big chunk of land. Wonder if it'll just break into 2 kingdoms rather than displace the current king. Be interesting. Never know exactly how things are going to pan into the south there when different leaders take over. Oh shit. So I should have been paying attention. I got a ton of threats that popped up. What is going on here? We've got people wanting to instill a new claimant. We gotta make some non-aggression pacts. Alright. You also are causing problems. Why do you hate me so much? I just give you money. Well, that helps for sure. And you. Alright, so we'll get that first wave of non-aggression packs done. Okay, so right now I'm suspecting one of my concubines of cheating on me. I'm just going to trust her word and let the matter go. So we're going to just manage to get rid of quite a few more threats. Oh, I have a new daughter. That's fantastic. We're going to name her after Hala, her grandmother. Alright, so there we go. We've gotten some of those non-aggression packs out of the way. Oh no! Hala is sick. Please, Hemming, save her. Save her, Hemming. Just gonna let the factions... Okay, the factions are getting down to a reasonable level now. So we still got this guy who's causing lots of problems. So we're going to arrange a betrothal. Daughter. And... my uncle. Yeah. My uncle. Oh man. Hemming, why am I even paying you? Alright, so there we go. We've married that into that family. It's good. And we are going to arrange another betrothal. His son and my sister. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll see how that pans out. More threats popping up. Whew. These guys really causing me some problems here. Alright, range of marriage. I'm at range of betrothal. It's my 5-year-old aunt. There we go. And this guy who seems all too quick to wage war against me, we're going to see if we can just arrange marriage. No, we'll arrange a betrothal. Marry my cousin and my daughter. Nice. Just like hope. Alright, so hopefully that'll take care of everything. So just to let you know why that all of a sudden happened, we had a lot of old guys holding titles, and they held them for a very long time, and then they all suddenly died, pretty much in succession. They were all pretty much the same age, and then they all kicked the bucket. So you had all these new lords take over their positions in one way or another, and this caused all of a sudden widespread discontent because all these guys wanted, they wanted a bigger piece of the pie or something like that. Man, I just want this over so I can have a blot. It's been a long time since we were like, yeah, let's do some good old-fashioned human sacrifices. All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm gathering some fleets. Hopefully this won't cost too much. Ideally, we will be able to run a positive fiscal. So we're gathering some troops. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go raiding. We haven't gone raiding in a long time, and honestly, that's an oversight for me. We should really have been raiding more, but I was too focused on building this empire, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, so we're going to switch on toggle looting. We're going to get these guys on a boat. The question is, where do we go? Well, the answer is Ireland, I think. The Irish Isles are still underdeveloped. They're still splintered. We got this big one, Mumu, down here. They have quite a bit of territory. These guys here, ripe for the picking. So we're going to send our guys up around, and we're going to hope nobody tries any funny business while we're away. And that's the main reason I hadn't been going raiding. It involves, oh, I guess I had to take my troops out, and then all my vassals are like, oh, all his troops are out. Isn't that intriguing? So these guys are just like a bunch of collection of tribes and churches. So we'll see what we can do. Just get some looting while the looting's good. We're making a positive. Early game raiding, it could be a real pain in the ass because it costs so much money if you're a small Viking lord that it's usually worth it for the prestige. But that in itself could be a benefit because when you work with Vikings, like I've mentioned, prestige allows you to raise troops very handily. So we're going to take a look here. Alright, so what we're going to look at, we're going to appoint a new spy master, and that's going to be this guy. I want him to like me. We're going to give him, we've got some nice honorary titles that we could pass out. Heck, I'm going to make him, this is probably going to bite me in the ass, I'm going to make him my designated regent, and we're going to give him a nice, generous gift. Alright, so my new spy master really likes me. I'm going to appoint this guy as steward. He's phenomenal. Fantastic. He's not a powerful vassal, but Uh, that's okay. So here we are raiding. You'll see this little axe icon changes every couple of days, and that means we are actively looting, sending treasure back here. Now, once we've finished raiding this area, uh, any money that we get from the raid will go into the boat. Currently, we've raided 4.29 gold. Our ships could carry 207, so basically 100 gold per ship. But really, the real large amount comes from when you successfully burn and torch a village. Oh, Chancellor position open. Ooh. Dare I make this guy? He's a malcontent. I think I've done poorly. I'm going to just get a shower of gifts and hopefully he'll like change his dude. But I don't know. That might have been a bad idea. Oh, my cousin seems to be infatuated with me. I talked to her, laughing at things that are not meant to be funny. Oh, I'm flattered. Alright, here we go. Now, I'm just raiding a village here, so that might not be a lot of money. Yeah, it was just like 6 money. But the church, burning churches to the ground, or enemy of faith that are not yours. Dangerous faction. Man, how did I... Gotta get this out of the way. Oh, man. What? Okay, so... Ha! I will have him married into the family. Okay. So that's interesting. There's my aunt. So yeah, so what I just did there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna arrange a marriage with this guy, but he's lowboard, so if I want him and my daughter to marry, it has to be matrimonial. So he can't just like, so basically he and is part of my family now. So that's interesting, or will be if he accepts. Man, all these guys are being assholes. Alright, let's see if we can get... We'll marry him off to my uncle. Arrange that. And these guys are looking to get gavel kind. Alright. Arrange another betrothal marriage. And... What? Ah. Doesn't look like we have anything that can be done there, so we're just going to set about occupied. No. Well, we'll just see how things look here in a minute. There we go. They're no longer considered dangerous factions. Got some marriages that are cropping up. These guys. This guy should be should cease with his antics here in a minute. All right, so it's just this guy now. Now I've already bribed him quite a bit. Is this my spy master? It is too. You son of a bitch! I just gave you that job. What do you want? Wrong government type. Wrong government type. Well, there's not much I can do about that. So, hopefully, well, let's take a look here. He's my direct vassal. Let's take a look at the kingdoms and stuff. Empire of Scandinavia. Kingdom of Denmark. So, one good way to do this is to simply transfer the vassalage. And that'll remove him out of my court completely, and it's really going to increase this guy's power. But honestly, I want to be done with that. It's nonsense. Get me a new spy master. No one really needs that job other than this guy, so that's good. Alright, so now you'll notice that the factions are gone. That's because when your vassals act as a buffer. So if I have a king, he's going to protect me from all the lower jarls. Man, these guys unhappy. What's wrong with you? Whew. Everything. So these guys are actually pretty old, so that's mostly why I'm not concerned with them. But we could toss them some nice little honorary titles. And that should help. No, this guy just is an asshole. Alright, we'll just see how that pans out. We'll keep on raiding. Raids actually also increase prestige. And prestige increases how people like you, so that's always good. Alright, and we're almost done. Now, as I burn churches, look at that, big chunk of money. So we now have 61 gold sitting in there. So as you burn enemy religious holdings, it increases your moral authority. And we need more moral authority because we've had a pretty rough go. It looks like the war's over. Wow. Alright, so let's take a look at the political landscape. Burgundy. Huh. Well, isn't this interesting? So Burgundy's here, and it is Viking controlled. I don't know how this is working. So he's 8. We're gonna rage betrothal. See if we can get one of our kids in there. Huh. Alright, so I don't actually have many children to, I don't know, marry off, so we're just gonna kind of wait on that. Okay, so that guy, who is a pain, has died, and this guy has inherited everything. And he's got cancer too. I'm just gonna send him some money so he doesn't hate my guts. Alright. We're still raiding over here. We're gonna torch this village, and we're gonna torch this church, and then we're gonna go over and do this one too. Depending on how much money we get and how the political situation is at home, we will keep an eye on things. Oh, we're not at war anymore, so we can have a great blot soon. And boy, do we have a lot of prisoners! Holy crap! Oh, the reason I have so many prisoners is I am taking them from my raids. So we basically raided Ireland and started capturing a bunch of nobles, and now we're gonna we have them all locked up. I don't think I could sacrifice children in the blot, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, it gives us lots of fodder for our ritualistic sacrifices. Praise be the All-Father. Alright. Getting close to the blotting. Taking a look at how much treasure I'm earning. There we go. Now we'll torch this church. And it's September, so we'll have a few more months, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so yep, sure enough. I was like, better check that those factions, because when you've got an empire going on, people tend to get a little cranky pretty fast. Alright. So it's November now, and it's time for a blot. I can hardly wait. Now this is going to make my vassals like me more. It's going to increase the morale of my armies. Alright. The guests have arrived, and the time for the blot has come to begin. You gather outside the temple and start by offering animals as sacrifice to the gods. While their meat is prepared for the feast, that is to follow. The blood is sprinkled on the statues of Odin, Thor, Freyr, and the other gods, as well as on the worshippers themselves. Now for the human sacrifices. Let's see who we're put on the block here. Where's your blessed virgin now? See, I'm sacrificing Catholics, so that's actually worth extra points. Where's your blessed virgin now? More. There's another one. Oh, this guy's a monk. So long, buddy. I just can't give up the land to anyone to ask. Hope that doesn't make him mad. Alright, let the party start. Probably means I got a lot of kids locked up. So this is my uncle. I'm gonna have him focus on a martial education. No. Stewardship. He's gonna be pretty bad at that, and it'll keep his scores pretty low. So we're gonna take a look here. 0 threats. We got a ton of kids in here. So we're gonna do 7 kids. 7 kids. I'm gonna try to get some more. Alright, so that's more successful looting. We're gonna go over here. Ooh, this guy got pretty drunk at the feast. I think he's had enough. And I wonder if they're gonna start an all-out fight with the local tribes that were. I think these guys are lots over, morale boost, prestige boost, piety boost. These guys are probably fighting. Yeah, they're at war. And I basically just ooh. Why am I? Oh my goodness. Alright, for some inexplicable reason, and I should have known that, sorry for the aside, that little icon there means I am actually leading troops. I should never be leading troops. Now I have one hand. So what I'm gonna do is, oh man, what's going on here? Why? What happened to all my commanders? Oh, I don't have auto-assign commanders on. So I'm currently lacking several commanders because they all probably recently died in various battles, various situations, just old age. They were an old bunch of Vikings at that point. So we're just gonna assign the top guys, commander positions, and we're gonna put these guys in the battlefield. There we go. Oh god, but I have been severely injured and now I'm one-handed. Yikes. So I got 7 prisoners. I could just ransom them all off, but I think there's an achievement if you execute 10 at once, so, ugh. You guys trying to seduce my wife. You randy old goat, you. Stop it. Nothing I can do. I got a non-aggression pact. Alright. So, let's take a look here. It's got 2 holdings. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our ships over into this area here so we can push down south. In order to deliver loot to your boats, you need to be on a bordering area. So the loot from here could go here, but it can also go here now into the Irish Sea. And that'll allow us to go down to Adele and Dublin and continue the raid. Ugh. I'm going to ignore this. Okay, what's happened is my marshal has been extorting money. I'm going to ignore it for now. But it does mean take a look here. Right now we have peasant unrest. And that's gonna last till April, 5 years from now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send my marshal who caused these problems over there to suppress any revolts. Alright. What do we got here? Ah, the pillaging and looting undertaken in your name has earned you a reputation as a fearsome Viking raider. All along the coast, mothers tucking their children into the night warn that unless they behave, the terrible Tolier, scourge of the seas, will come ashore with his undead warriors and eat them. I like the sound of that. The Viking trait. Which is pretty fantastic. That's extra prestige, extra martial, personal combat score, and people who have the same faith and religion will also like me more. So that's good, considering I'm still pretty messed up from my injuries. Oh, shit! Alright. Okay. We got a couple problems here. Alright. Emperor Tolier Feast of Valhalla at the age of 27. He died succumbing to severe injuries. Humble man, he never wanted anyone to make a fuss over his accomplishments. A godly man, Tolier's with Odin now. Emperor Fast, a mere 4 years old, the realm is left in the capable hands of his regent and council. Long live Emperor Fast. Now this is going to be a huge problem, because the council is going to take advantage of this to really bring home basically all those laws we spent time repealing. They're gonna actually take advantage of that, and we're gonna probably see the council return to power. So we have open council positions. I'm looking for loyalists right now. I don't see any. So we gotta really look here. This guy's a powerful vassal. I'm gonna give him that job. And I'm gonna give this guy this job, but we're gonna see if we can switch him around. We're gonna see if we can change council position, and we're gonna get him to be my marshal. That's slightly better. So we're gonna have these guys assume their regular thing. First off, we're gonna see which of my vassals will enter into non-aggression pacts with me right off the get-go. Might as well get that out of the way. Alright, we got a couple coming up. I want my crown focus to be Bester Gotland, as usual. Council is discontent. We've got someone. Oh, my regent! Oh, okay. So, just to make it abundantly clear what's going on, my regent is the next in line, and he hates me. Uh, I'm going to do everything I can do to make this guy not hate me as much. Alright, so that's something at least. We got a threat here that's cropped up. We'll arrange a betrothal between me and one of his daughters. That should help things a bit. Alright, so I've recalled my my boats. They're sailing back to Vestergotland. But we've got some major problems on the horizon here. Alright, we got some non-aggression pacts being accepted. That's good. That's too bad. Just got Viking. I've got bigger fish to fry, so I'm gonna ransom all the prisoners. It's gonna give me 118 gold. Go. Let's see about ransoming those guys. They might just refuse. And there we go. Pay those ransoms. So when these boats get back, we're gonna have probably, I imagine, it looks like it's gonna probably be 150 prestige, 150 gold added to our council's dangerous faction. Okay, these guys want increased power. So first off, what can we do about this? Alright. Oh, my mother. No. Alright, let's try another route. You have any daughters? Alright, so this guy really is going to be a problem. So I'm going to make him a law speaker, and I'm going to give him a generous gift. Takes his threat down to 1%, so that's good. And we'll arrange a patrol with this guy. Oh, he won't arrange a marriage, maybe? Nope. So we got these guys here that are causing a lot of problems. Because I obviously don't have any children, I will send him a generous gift. And hope that'll be enough. Got the threats down to 1%. This guy cropping up, causing me some problems. Then gift. Range betrothal. Range betrothal. Range marriage. No, not much we can do there. Alright, so we got those Vikings back. Excellent. Oh, nice. Alright, so we're going to lower all these guys, lower these. Alright, so now we have to really look at what we're doing here. These guys are trying to actually overthrow me. This guy's a big threat. So, we're going to take a look here. Question is, cannot see, still not able to grant this as a county, grant the kingdom away, turn the kingdom away, because we still got a lot of tribes going on here. So, what I can do, theoretically, is I can just send this guy transfer. Let's take a look at one of my kings. Preferably kings that like me. So both my kings rather like me. Oddvar likes me well enough. And he's my marshal, so I'm going to transfer vassalage over to him. Maybe I can't. Take a look at that dangerous faction. Alright. So they're rooting for increased power. Gonna cost a lot of money. Alright. Still got a bunch of prisoners. See if I can ransom them off. Okay, so dangerous factions have faded away, theoretically. Oh, and they're back up again. Alright, let's take a look at the big threats. So, this guy is definitely around. These guys are at 1%, so they'll probably disappear. This guy is causing problems. So this guy is... I'm gonna keep piling on the gifts. Alright, not much I can do. Just see how it plays out. Alright. So, as I predicted, those factions faded away. Now these guys don't have nearly as many troops to raise up against me. This right here is the big problem. They want to usurp me. So he doesn't actually have any direct territory. That's interesting. Well, just play it out. Not much else we can do at this point. Oh, looks like Burgundy's at it again. Good luck, Burgundy. Oh man. So looking over here, he's a bit slow. That area of the world has not been having a very not a very good time. Alright. Keep an eye on these factions. What can I do to get you to like me? He's ambitious. Had a really terrible opinion of the predecessor. I just want to get rid of you. How do I appoint him a commander? How do I get you to go away? How do I get you to go away? So. Alright, so let's take a look at the name of this troublemaker. So that's Jarl Rodolf. Now why can't I just pass Jarl Rodolf over to this guy? I do not know. Oh well. Some of the mysteries. life. Keep those guys in there. Make sure my auto-assign commanders is on. So we're gonna continue. Ah, see. Excellent. And we can turn that into a stone hill fort. And that should help us finally finish upgrading that area, or start upgrading it more, I guess. Castle walls. Get those fortifications up. Build the barracks up a bit. So this guy is still a pain in my ass. What a bore. I'm 4. Oh, fast. I don't even have like a proper thing going on here. I could have him go assemble a mercenary company. Cost money, but I think it would remove him from being my regent, and I don't want him to be my regent. There we go. My mother has become my regent. That is a much better situation. So that was some sneaky politicking. Got rid. That could have really endangered my life down the line. So good. He's still my heir. That's fine. He's off running a mercenary company. That should keep him out of trouble for a little bit. I won't boost the mercenary company. I'll entertain any suggestions he has, but in the end, shouldn't be that big of a problem. Okay, so we got a lot more issues cropping up here. Minor factions. Everyone's vying for different guys to be in charge. Got a little bit of money we can toss around. Not going to help everybody. So, really minor threats. Again. Ooh. I'm sick and tired of being called all sorts of names, dodging kicks and punches and never left alone. My tormentor is able to sniff me out and find me wherever I hide. I don't know if I can take it any longer. Fight back. I get too martial and I become bitter rivals with this kid. Bribe my tormentor with some sweetmeat. Ignore him. I'm going to fight back. That's what I do. I'm a fighter. We will accept that marriage. Own plots. I'm gonna keep trying to ransom these last kids off. It's because I want to get that money. There we go. A little bit more money. Alright, so until I get married... Oh, I can set my focus now. My focus is going to be on struggle. Because this is going to be a hard life, kid. It's going to be a hard life, and I don't know if we're going to be able to deal with it. Alright, but with that, now that we've set the stage, we're still upgrading our territories. Oh, pardon me. We have a 4-year-old, maybe he's 5. He's 5 now, isn't he? A 5-year-old on the Imperial throne. We've got all sorts of chaos down to the south. And hints of something being discovered far off the map to the west. Scandinavia might be in trouble. Well, Scandinavia will be fine. My family, my dynasty might be in trouble. Lots of people cropping up, and I just can't deal with all these factions. They're minor threats right now. I can easily muster on my own more than enough troops to deal with them. But a time is coming when we will probably see civil war grip the Empire of Scandinavia. Hopefully it won't be any of my loyal kings doing all the troublemaking, and I can rely on them for their continued support. So thanks for tuning in and taking a listen today. If you're enjoying this, please feel free to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.